There's a cliche I've heard, which I like, about like high-performing people, so yourself. A lot of people envy the destination, don't envy the journey. If there's young persons watching and they want to achieve what you've achieved, what's the one thing that you think is probably most difficult to deal with, or the hardest thing that you didn't expect to happen as a pro boxer?
They always see, you know, the fight night, it's all, you know, cameras, flashy, winning is great. But that camp, you know, behind closed doors, is waking up early mornings on the track, 7 a.m. It's dieting, making weight, you know, having low days, cutting your chocolate out, doing strong S&C sessions, the sparring. And, you know, it's a roller coaster, isn't it? You have ups, you have downs. In my whole career, you know, even to reach that Olympic gold medal along the way, and I always say this to, you know, the younger generation, when you're first starting out, it's about fun. And, you know, I took a few losses, but in them losses, I gained so much experience, and that's what took me to the top, you know, going to tournaments and facing different opposition, facing different styles, you know, facing, you know, stronger, bigger girls. So then, you know, in 2 years' time, I'm beating them girls, or I've had that experience to go out and be the best. And yeah, it's something that I've always stuck with. As long as I train, you know, as hard as I can train, I tick them boxes, and I got that mental side as well. Going out in fight night, I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to put all that hard work to, you know, to the test, and make sure at the end I'm getting my hand raised.
It's very unique what you've achieved. What do you think you've got that a lot of people don't have?
I just think it's something within me, you know. I just want to win so bad. I always have. I've been driven. I've been, you know, I'm motivated. You never, and I believe, you know, no matter what you achieve, you never stop learning. And I just want to learn. And when I look back 3 years ago, since I turned pro to where I am now, even though I won that Olympic gold medal 3 years ago, I'm a completely different fighter. And I look ahead, you know, in the next 2 years, I'll be different again. And I think I'm always willing to learn and pick up on things and train hard and give my all. And I think in life, as long as you give 100%, you know, wherever your dreams are, you can achieve.
Where do you think you get that from, that winning mindset?
I think for me, you know, a big part of it is I was taken in 3 days old by my grandparents, two amazing people who showed me love. My nan told me, you know, reach for the moon. If I fall short, I land on the stars, and believe in your dreams. And, you know, they kind of supported me financially over the years, massively, you know, like I said, told me to believe in my dreams. And I think that's something that's, you know, always stuck with me. And I lost my granddad to dementia just before Tokyo, the Olympics. But that was a big thing for me, you know. When I was in that ring, I believed he was looking down on me. And to be away from my nan for 6 weeks and take that gold medal back to her, them moments, or me winning my world titles and going back to the valleys with my belts and seeing her, it just means everything to me. And that's what, you know, keeps me going.
I love that. In those, like, whether it's in a fight or whether it's in like a really grueling training session in a camp, and I think all sports people have it, when you're in those like dark moments when it's hard, like whether it's physically or from a pain perspective, what do you go to? What do you think about? Is there something that keeps you going and keeps you motivated, or are you sort of just in this zone? Is there anything that you sort of lean on when it does get tough to pull you through?
It's mad, isn't it? As a boxer, you know, most people think when that bell goes, you've got to go out there and you've got to put it on them and you've got to do this. But I flip it. For me, it's about composure, staying switched on. And it's back in my football days, right? Someone said something to me, being Welsh as well. It's about having that fire in the belly, but that ice in the mind as well. So you've got that balance. And I think, you know, when I'm fighting, or not so much training, you know, I give my all, you're not as switched on. You know, when I'm sparring in a fight, it's about the mental side. Reading the fight, you know, same as in a rugby match, you've got to have a plan A, plan B, plan C. You know, what works, what don't. And I think that's something that I'm very good at, you know, reading the fight, and I suppose listening to my corner as well. So once I go back, after I've been out for 2 minutes, I'll listen to Rob McCracken, and he'll give me 1 or 2 instructions, and then I'll go out and try and, you know, perform that. And that's what I suppose, having that trust in your team to get you through.
What's next for you? What gets you out of bed now? What do you want to achieve?
I want to become, you know, I want to go on and create the legacy for Wales. I'm so proud to be Welsh. I've got a country behind me. And you know what it's like when you put that Welsh jersey on, or you're walking out in front of them Welsh fans. It's nothing quite like it. And I want to go on and follow in the footsteps of, you know, your Joe Calzaghe's, become, you know, create greatness, become a Welsh legend. I've already made history, you know, becoming the first ever Olympic gold medalist as a boxer, first female world champion. and I want to go on and, you know, become a multi-weight world champion, become undisputed, and yeah, put Wales on the map and bring big nights back to Cardiff.
When did those first thoughts come into your head? Because that's like a really, and I love it by the way, really ambitious mindset, which not many people have. What age were you when you started thinking like this?
You know, I've always been into sport mad from the age of 8. I was into everything, you know, I was the first girl. I was in a team, you know, with all lads playing football. That's what kind of made me tough and strong. I was a centre half. I was bigger than them, you know, flying in for slide tackles. And I got brought up that way, I suppose, rough and tough. And
that was just natural to you,
natural, yeah. And, you know, over the years, kickboxing as well. It all played a part, I think, to where I am now. And when you become an elite athlete, you know, and you've got that support network, and you've got that, I suppose, you're able to train twice or 3 times a day, and you've got, you know, your S&C, your nutrition, your world-class coaching. It all comes together for you to be a top athlete, and then it's about you then being disciplined, making that your life. And I don't like using the word sacrifice, because I love to do what I do, but it's about, you know, them little percentages of going to bed at the right time. You know, on the weekends, I'm not going down the pub with my friends. I'm going to bed early. I'm eating clean. All them little things make me, I suppose, mindset believe that, you know, I can be the best. And I've done the hard work, so it's just about me going out and performing.